Hi, it's Neil Waterhouse. Received a question from Blake Keller that goes on. Hi Neil, first thank you for taking the time to share. I know you're a huge fan of automation. My question is, I spent a lot of time manually checking my dropship suppliers' items to make sure they have stock available. Can you offer any tips on how I can automate this process? Sure, great question, Blake. Now, there's two options for automating the checking of your supplier inventory items. The first option is to use low-cost outsourced overseas staff, and the second option is to use automatic software. Personally, I always prefer to use software, whenever possible, as software doesn't normally take holidays, sick days, and normally makes less mistakes. It's also cheaper in this case to use software. For example, when we used to manually check suppliers' inventory items, it used to take my staff around 2 hours to check each batch of 200 items. Now, if you're paying, say, $2 per hour for a staff member, that'll cost you around $4 per hour to check each batch of 200 items. The reason we would batch out 200 items at a time is we found if we had our staff check more than 200 items at a time, they'd make more mistakes. That's another reason why I prefer to use software over manual labour. Now, if you use outsourced overseas labour, and if you have someone check your inventory only say once a day, that is 30 times per month at $4 per day. This will cost you around $120 per month, and they're only checking your items once per day. Now, the next option is to use software. We use Scarcity Manager, and it costs $29.95 per month for up to 100 items, and additional $10 per month for every extra 100 items. I'll put up a link for Scarcity Manager. Now, Scarcity Manager, or as we call it SM, can track inventory from most suppliers. It also has several other functions, including a repricer and several other features, but that's for another day, another video blog. Now, it's very easy to set up SM to check your supplier's inventory. It's literally just a matter of copying and pasting the supplier URL for each of your items and clicking the checkbox marked Enable Supplier Inventory Checking. Hooray, the sun came out. I'll put a screenshot up where you can simply paste the supplier's URL. And also, we enable supplier inventory checking. What happens after you do this is, if your supplier runs out of stock, Scarcity Manager will automatically change your eBay listing to 0 available so nobody can buy it. As soon as your supplier gets more stock, in Scarcity Manager will automatically add more stock to your eBay listing. This is all fully automatic. Another big advantage here is you can often be the first dropship seller to have stock back on eBay. That's all for this week. Please leave a comment for me below. Until next week, list more, sell more. This is Neil Waterhouse.